Yay! It's such an exciting day. So if you get to be with your dad today, don't forget to tell him how much you love him and happy Father's Day. And because it's Father's Day today, we are going to celebrate by inviting a very well-known and special guest to come and lead us in a super cool game. So you ready for this? Here we go.
Okay, I'm going to taste this. Okay, that's very cherry-ish, I guess. And so I'm going to take my palate cleanser here before the next one. That's okay. It kind of has an aftertaste. Yeah. Okay, I gotta do this. Okay, here's the next one. Okay, that's pretty good, I think. Okay. Next. Okay, I like that one. That tastes pretty normal. I don't know what that was. Okay, number 7. That's pretty good. Okay. It's between that one, and that one. That's my decision.
Okay, so which one is the real Dr. Pepper?
The real Dr. Pepper. Oh my.
Between 4, 5,
Okay.
and 7?
4, 5, and 7.
Okay.
All right, let's
Take
try
it
it
away.
again. Which Sonic did you get these from?
The one across the street here on Davis.
David's, okay. Because different Sonics
I'm
are a
impressed.
little bit different, you
Absolutely.
know? See, that one tastes kind of like the Sonic over at on 26.
Ah.
Okay. I don't know. I'm going to say that one. I'm the man! I am a pepper.
Well, hey everybody, it's Miss Amy. I'm here with our Bible story today. And this time, our Bible story is going to be found in the book of Acts, chapter 12. And here's a little bit about what you need to know coming into the story. Do you remember Peter? I think you do. He was one of the disciples, one of the 12 disciples that lived with Jesus when Jesus was doing his ministry here on earth. And Peter, you know, he was the one that was really loud, talked a lot. He was kind of fun. I could totally identify with Peter, for sure. But now, because we're in Acts chapter 12, Jesus has already died for us. He's already come back to life, and then he has ascended up into heaven, and he's left all of this new thing with the disciples and with the new followers. And guess what happened to Peter? He got arrested. He got arrested for speaking the truth. He got arrested for standing up and telling people about Jesus and the truth about who Jesus was. And so they threw him into prison, and they wanted to make sure that Peter did not get out. So he actually had 4 whole realms of guards that were watching him. And they took him and they put him in chains, and they got him all shackled up, and there was no way that Peter was going to go anywhere except when we go to Acts chapter 12, we find out that the church started praying together. So they would get together at each other's homes and they would start praying together. And now, we get together on Zoom. We might get together at church or in people's homes. We can do all of that now. Back then, it was in person or nothing. And so they got together at people's homes and they started praying that God would get Peter out of prison. So guess what happens? This is so cool. So Peter, he's just sitting there one night and he's got his chains. He's all chained up, right? And suddenly this big light appears. It's super bright and it's amazing. And this angel, a real live angel, is standing there right in front of Peter. And all of his chains, they just fall off. And the angel says, "Get up, Peter. Let's go." And so Peter gets up and he starts following the angel. And the doors, right? He's behind all these locked doors. You know what a prison is like, right? They lock the door and all the doors are just opening right in front of him. And the angel walks through and then Peter follows the angel. He just keeps walking and walking until he's walked totally out of the prison and he is free because God has saved him and brought him out. And this is the funny part of the story. They were all over at Mary's house praying that Peter would be let out of prison. And so Peter decided to go over there and go, "Hey, look, I'm out. Isn't this exciting?" And so he goes and he knocks on the door and Rhoda answers the door. And Rhoda got so excited that Peter was at the door. She heard his voice that she forgot to open the door. So there's Peter going, "Hey guys, let me in. You forgot about me." And they were inside praying that Peter would be let out of prison. And Peter was at the front door saying, "Hey, God did exactly what you asked for. This is awesome. I'm here." Isn't that fantastic? And that is a wonderful example of what can happen when we all pray together. So we're going to show you, y'all, this week, y'all all sent in your videos on how powerful prayer can be by showing us one of the ways that y'all pray. And so let's watch that right now, and you can get a peek at what it's like when we all pray together. It's powerful, and God can move mountains. He can get people out of jail. He can break chains, and He can make a difference in our world.
God, today I want to talk to you about letting me get the chance to be able to spend time with my family and pets, and I thank you for letting me chillax on this summer day. Amen.
Lord, I hope my friends and family are safe from the pandemic. Thank you for my family, friends, and house. Thank you for our good health. Lord, may integrity and honesty be my virtue. Help me to obey your word. Amen.
God, thank you for being there, and thank you for helping us in these times. Amen.
Outside, me and my brother had a disagreement and got in a fight. Please help me be nice to him. Amen. Thank you for my family, and thank you for my cousins and also my immediate family too. Amen.
All right, so we're going to try a little science experiment here. So grab a book and a piece of paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold one in each hand and you're going to release them at the exact same time. We're going to see which one hits the floor first. Okay, you ready? Go. Okay, so I would say the book definitely made it down first, but now we're going to try round 2 and see what happens. Okay, this time I want you to take the book that you have and the piece of paper, put it right on top. We're going to see if this piece of paper will follow the book all the way down at the same speed, at the same time. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. How cool is that? So the paper kind of sticks to it and goes whoo, straight all the way down. I love it. Just like Peter followed the angel out of prison. All right, so what we have here is just a regular cup of water, and it's here to remind us that sometimes this is what it feels like, right? That we are totally powerless, that we can't change anything, do anything. It just starts to feel stale. It feels like nothing's moving. But when we start to pray, and especially when we start to pray together, things move. God begins to work, and God can do miracles. He can do things that we cannot, and it's fantastic. And you know, God is a God who heals. He's a God that can bring unity. He's a God that can help us when we think that maybe there's not even going to be an answer. So let's see what happens. And we're going to put something in this water. It's going to give us a small idea of what it feels like when we start to pray together. You ready? Let's count down together. 1, 1.5, 2, and we're going to go on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wow, pretty cool, right? Did things change? Yes, things change. Things got all shook up, and God comes and does awesome stuff in our lives. And so no matter what is happening or what is going on, we can stop, we can pray with him, and we can pray together for the same thing and know that God's going to answer our prayers. And our Bible verse today is Philippians 4:6. And I'm just going to read it straight out of my Bible because it's fun, but I'll also put it up on the screen for you. This is what it says. It says, "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for all he has done." Now, how awesome is that? Don't worry about anything. Guys, there's so much stuff going on right now. It can be really tempting to start to worry, but God tells us what we can do instead. So instead of worrying about it, we can pray about everything. So let's tell God what we need and thank him for all he has done. So will you say that with me? Will you say this verse with me? I'm going to put it up on the screen, and then you just read aloud as I'm reading aloud. You ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for all he has done.